or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Thank you for tuning in to INCRadio DZEM 954, Changing Lives Through God's Words. Coming up next is Faith and Melody, and our first song for today is All My Hope.
No reasons to be sad. The Father gave me hope. Fiery trials come in my life, but I'll still look ahead with joy. God's promises are shining bright. I know that He will save me. In these extraordinary times, when I face trials, I'll prove my faith. Oh, God strengthens me with His love. I know that I can carry on. When life gets hard to bear, I'll patiently wait for God. I'll put all my hope in the grace that will be mine. Troubles come, I won't lose my cool. I'll keep my focus on what God wants me to do. I'll be steadfast in my faith. I promised my dear God I'll serve Him for all my days. Oh, God strengthens me with His love. I know that I can carry on. When life gets hard to bear, I'll patiently wait for God. I'll put all my hope in the grace that will be mine. In these extraordinary times, when I face trials, I'll prove my faith. Oh, God strengthens me with His love. I know that I can carry on. When life gets hard to bear, I'll patiently wait for God. I'll put all my hope in the grace that will be mine. Don't be afraid to take the baby steps. It's another day. Don't forget God's just a prayer away. Don't give up now. Trust the process and keep learning. And if you need a friend, we're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. Together as a family in faith and melody.
Together as a family here on Faith and Melody. Aloha kakahiyaka. Aloha Thursday from Hawaii. I'm Des Asenas, welcoming everybody to this program, Faith and Melody, where we talk about our faith as members of the Church of Christ and other things that matter to us as members of the of Christ. And of course, play INC original music. But wait, there's more.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our listeners and viewers of INCRadio's Faith and Melody. It's your Kuya Stanpo from the District of Calgary, Canada. And I hope you join us in our program for today as we will have a wonderful discussion, not only with you, but everybody around the world.
Yes, indeed. Kuya Stan, and it's nice to see you again, right?
Yes,
On a
po.
Thursday. We saw you yesterday. But how's it going there in Calgary?
Currently, po, we are around 0 degrees, so just just
What?
freezing, just enough to freeze. uh,
Oh,
but just be careful, po. We are very experiencing very windy winds at the moment, po. So please stay warm as well. Make sure you wear proper, your jacket, your gloves and everything, so that you stay warm and stay safe out there, po. Because it's still kind of slippery, still icy on the roads, but very windy, very windy.
yeah.
So.
Yes,
Uh,
there's an advisory actually for almost all of the United States. And even here in Hawaii, we're feeling the cold. And I'm telling you, it's cold. And even if I wore like really long dress yeah,
mhm.
last night to worship service and even booties, oh, I'm telling you, let's get warmed up. I think that's the best way for us to start getting warm. We'll do our wiki. So Kuya Pong, please.
Wiki. Quick talk.
Wiki in Hawaii means quick, short, fast, right? So today we'll I don't know, because our question will cover a 24-hour schedule. All right, Kuya Stan and everyone else, wiki question: what would you do if you have no electricity for 1 day? 1 day pa lang, ha? What would you do, Kuya Stan?
1 day? No
Aha.
electricity? Oh. That's gonna be a challenge for well if we are, if there's no electricity during the winter, then
Oh.
things get complicated here, po, because now you just have to start, boiling water, because with the gas stove, but most of the stoves here are electric, so that's
Mm,
unfortunate. We
mm,
have to find another way to cook, find a way to prepare your daily food. Even well, it's okay. It's winter, so you can put the anything in the fridge outside. It'll
mm,
stay cold anyway out there. But if that's not a problem, like the 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 food and the comfortability, probably I would also do probably just read a book. Mostly,
wow.
take the time to really it's been a while, Paul, since I read a book. Maybe I'll go back to it. Like, healthy habits, healthy habits back
Mm,
again. um
wow. That's good.
getting getting knowledge.
Yeah, since like you bundle up inside, so
Mhm.
like curl up in your bed with your favorite blankie right over you and then read the book. And, Kuya Stan, I was born and raised in the Philippines, right? So I've I've seen how it was when
Mhm.
electricity was rationed, meaning in a week's time, there's you can only count the days or hours where you'll have electricity more than none, right? So even at establishments, and there's not a lot there, they are prepared for that. So in some little stores, they would close part of their areas there, or just make sure that there's enough people. And they have at least backup power for perishables. But other than that, that's it, right? So, but the nice thing is life continues. No,
Mm-hmm.
time doesn't stand still. So people kept going, and now that we have been babied, so to speak. We're so it's like our life is connected to electricity. You're right, it's so hard, especially in the winter when everything is dependent on power, on electricity. Now that's the reason why in some of parts of the United States they're already, I think even here in Hawaii too, I haven't seen quite some advertisement though, but they're encouraging to switch to gas. So I know that we have a gas line here, but we're still also using electricity. But for me, if that happens, I would like to do that too. Just curl up in bed, maybe. But then I would, if it's just me, right? Just me, I just wanna go out, go to the beach, maybe, right? But don't do anything really risky because no electricity. So if something happens, it's gonna be hard for you to be uh,
Mm-hmm.
not really rescued, but to get help, right? So yes, that would be fun. I don't think we have ever done that, like not doing something that's not dependent on electricity, right? Maybe we
Mm-hmm.
can do that, like at the at the conscious level. We do, we do observe the Church of Christ participates, and we do observe Earth Hour. So whenever that is, right, but that's just an hour, and a lot of times, what we do is what most people do, because some of the important appliances still need to to run, right? No, so we turn off the major um, electricity reliant, right? Or just for 1 hour, no TV, internet's still running. I mean, major lights turned off, right? I don't remember every, like we switch off the main line, so no. And then I remember the last time we had one of the worst, I would say, blackout here. It was on my birthday. Uh,
Oh no.
20, I know. And we just put the candle. So there, just a candle. So in the big basin of water. So there's, the candle serves as the light and something for me to blow, right? Multi-purpose, ganun, yan. And it was fun. It was an experience. And we had no power for uh like until in the wee hours of the night, in the morning. But that was an experience. So hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
if we can make it like a conscious effort so that we know what happens. It's not like when the power is gone, we panic and we feel like we're paralyzed because there's no electricity. Maybe we can, that's a way for us to
I
prepare as well.
I remember din po nung when I was back in the Philippines too po yung the charcoal, the coal. If electricity is out, we go to yung uling po,
Oh,
as they call
yeah.
it. Yeah, and then not only that too, I experienced there's one storm back then po, and it's just no electricity for almost half a day. Actually, it was a half a day.
Mhm.
Um, and I remember po because the of course you had electric fans and you had the thing, and then you have just the paper fan
Yeah.
because it was so hot po, and you just find but there's still comfort into that.
Yeah,
We
it's
still find comfort.
inconvenient, but it's a good thing to do as well. Kasi Kuya Stan, when I was growing up, we barely know or have any
Uh,
appliances.
mhm.
Um, I refrigerator was like one in our neighborhood. There's probably just like one or two, and sometimes if we'd buy something, we actually ask, don't know if your parents are younger, so we'd have to ask a favor from the neighbors if we can put some of our meats in there. Yung palagay, paano pwede magpapalagay sa fridge, right? And we had to do that, but people back then did that. We had no electric fans. So yeah, we're
Mhm.
used to just fan and that's it. And for cooking, we used firewood as in parang
Yeah.
talagang backwood lifestyle. But you know what? For me now that I look back, I'm you know I'm okay to do that again. As a matter of fact, I've been telling my kids, maybe we should have that as like an experience. And here's the thing about experience and that kind of experience to Stan and to everyone else, no, that was our life back then. That's how we survived. No
Mm.
electricity. We had to do everything on our own or with our bare hands and cook only what's necessary, grow our own food. And some people who are, well off enough, they raise their own cattle and all that. But now, did you know that they're selling that as an experience? They're marketing that as an experience. Like, hey, you want to experience the life of this and that for this much, 3 days, 2 nights, live with these people, or we'll give you the basic accommodations, blah, blah, blah. It's like, what? That's our lives. It's like, did that, been there, done that. It's like, what? Oh, dear. Anyway, if that's the only way for you now, to experience what it's like to have no electricity and you have to pay for that experience. No,
Mhm.
nah, just try it on your own. Maybe turn it off, like prepare for it though, because with food, right? We have to make sure that they don't they don't go bad. So yeah, that's it. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. Ate Care actually said she would go on a day hike, enjoy the nature outdoors.
Ooh.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh,
Because
that'll be
see,
nice here po. That'll be nice
yeah,
here.
because see, Ate Care, I think just in their backyard, or within their area, there's a place like a lake. I think like a popular place to do hikes. Yes, that's right. Enjoy nature. Who else, Kuya Stan? Because all right, I see it, I see it. But if you
From
see it,
Kuya Rod po, if we have our hello Kuya Rod, and he said no electricity for one day, eat ube.
for 24 hours. Kuya Rod. Well, oh, maybe we'll start from Kuya Rod. Make it the whole experience. Buy the ube raw, right? And then prepare it, no matter how you like it. Maybe bake it, steam it, or
From farm to table.
yeah, something like that. Make entire experience, not just buy prepackaged or prepared ube, but that's yeah. Why not try something from scratch? There. Okay. Kuya Mario said, be patient. And if there's another place where electricity can be used, yan, it will be used first. Ibig mong sabihin, Kuya Mario, kung sa kabilang bayan may kuryente, punta muna tayo.
Pwede pa plug po?
Ay, pwede ba? Ay, but that's Kuya Stan, that's a thing. We did that too. Nakikikabit ng kuryente. I think even now, some people do that in the Philippines but don't. Okay.
I
So
remember
just
Wi-Fi din po, the Wi-Fi. You have to.
lahat, no, di
Yes
ba?
po. But hey,
Eh,
we share. We share and we
That's
care.
true. Yes, but don't overdo it kasi some people, yung
Mm.
right? Ah, makikikain,
Kain.
makikiluto, makikilagay sa fridge. Don't overdo it. Only to don't I hope we don't what do you call this? Overextend our
Or take
welcome.
advantage of it.
Opo, opo. But that's fun. That's fun. So if you have anything else that you can think of or suggest when power is gone for one day, when there's no electricity, let us know because it's been a while, probably some areas here in the United States and even in Canada where that has happened. But enjoy and be safe. So that's our wiki for today. Bumper out, Kuya Pong. Wiki.
Wiki. Quick Talk.
'Di ba yung heartbeat na parang anyway, all right, we'll just pause for 2 songs and remember if you have any other songs, any song request, dedication that would like us to play on the program, please let us know, post it on YouTube. But meantime, we'll share with you 2 songs. The first one is Sunday Best and the next one is Be Like Daniel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
In my Sunday best, y'all. In my Sunday best, y'all. I'll be looking fresh, y'all. I'll be looking fresh, y'all.
Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. Gonna worship him in my Sunday best.
In my Sunday best, have to look my best. When I give praise to my Lord, even if I don't have the finest things in this world, my heart's always speaking space.
Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. Gonna worship him in my Sunday best.
Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. God is pleased when he sees me in my Sunday
In my
best.
Sunday best, about to serve my Lord. On my way to worship service, I'm feeling so good. Praise be to God on my favorite days. In my outfit of the day, I'm feeling so great. The worship service is finally here. All the things I need are prepared. I'm gonna serve God wearing my finest clothes. You know I love God, I have to let it show. Every service I'll make sure I'm perfect, to show my Lord God my utmost respect. But most of all, I gotta prepare my heart, cause this is the place where he lets me recharge.
Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. 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 Yes.
It's my duty, I gotta stay fresh, yeah. I go to service in Sunday best. The weight of this world got me feeling so drained. His house is my haven, it's here I'll remain. These are the highlights of my long week, where I receive food from my soul so weak. Sit in worship service to listen to the sermon, receive the peace from my soul. It's the best in the world, taught by true ministers who preach into the listeners. And when service is done, I'm ready to face the world. Until we meet again, I keep preparing my heart, cause Sunday best is just a start.
Feeling on my Sunday best, have to look my best. When I give praise to my Lord, even if I don't have the finest things in this world, my heart's always picking space.
Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. Gonna worship him in my Sunday best.
Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. God is pleased when he sees me in my Sunday
Fixing my
best.
soul is greater than fixing my clothes. I can't cover what's inside, cause God already knows. Take some time to my mind and reflect some. Sunday's best isn't simply my reflection. It shows that I really give importance. I listen closely to the worship service lessons. Bear my soul to God every time that I pray. Then put on his holy array, so I can make it to the holy place. Running hard, fight for my faith. Fight the good fight, finish my race. Fight the good fight, finish my race.
On my Sunday best, have to look my best. When I give praise to my Lord, even if I don't have the finest things in this world, my heart's always picking space.
Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. Gonna worship him in my Sunday best.
Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. God is pleased when he sees me in my Sunday best.
Have to look my best when I get praise to my Lord. Even if I don't have the finest things in this world, my heart's always picking space. Gonna worship him in my Sunday best. God is pleased when he sees me in my Sunday best.
I won't be afraid no matter what I face. I will stand my ground to my God, always pray. Like one of God's servants whose conviction never change. Like Daniel, I will fight for my faith.
Be like him.
I'm gonna be like Daniel.
Gonna be like him.
I'm gonna be like Daniel. Daniel was devoted in his service to our God. He was gifted with a vision that put the king in awe. But when he was placed in power by the king, then wicked people started planning evil things. They were jealous of Daniel and searched for his faults, but they could only see he was loyal to God's laws. So putting Daniel down was their evil intent. No matter what they did, they just couldn't reach success. Daniel was brave no matter what he faced. He firmly stood his ground and to God always prayed. God's true servant whose conviction never changed. Like Daniel, I will fight for my faith. I'm gonna be like Daniel. I'm gonna be like Daniel.
Daniel's enemies made a new law, and the king signed it to be highest over all. It prohibited the people from praying to any god, but Daniel kept on praying to the Father up above. 3 times a day he never failed to pray his loyalty to God, and his faith never changed. But because of the law and Daniel's non-compliance, he was caught and thrown to the den of lions.
Daniel was brave no matter what he faced. He firmly stood his ground and to God always prayed. God's true servant whose conviction never changed. Like Daniel, I will fight for my faith. I'm gonna be like Daniel. I'm gonna be like Daniel.
Daniel's life was in danger, it shouldn't been the end. But then God sent angels down to the lion's den. They closed the lion's mouth so they couldn't harm Daniel. God saved his faithful servant for certain peril. And because he remained obedient, despite persecution, he remained consistent. If we trust in our Father and we always stay true, when we pray to him for help, he will save us too.
Daniel was brave no matter what he faced. He firmly stood his ground and to God always prayed. God's true servant whose conviction never changed. Like Daniel, I will fight for my faith. I'm gonna be like Daniel. I'm gonna be like Daniel.
That was Sunday Best and Be Like Daniel. Wanna be like Daniel, right? And of course, we're gonna have to talk about something that Daniel showed us, right? Confidence and optimism. You see, that's one of the things that we're always being reminded in our worship services, being reminded and taught to us by the church administration. And we do truly thank our leadership for always instilling in us these doctrines. The world we live in right now, it's not going to get any better. And we've been prepared for that. But in the middle of all this, we as members of the Church of Christ, we remain hopeful, positive. And how do we do that? We're going to talk about that today. But before we dive into that, before I forget, I would just like to say a very, very special how Oli Lahanaw, meaning happy birthday to Karoy Montemayor. And if just for everybody's information, he's a big part of the Ohana, big part of this program. He was once one of those. He was once a host for the program, and he played the ukulele, sang live here on the program. So happy birthday po sa inyo. And of course, happy birthday also to Ate Alma Angeles, our anchor in the Philippines for Net 25 EBC. All right, thank you. Any birthday greetings, Kristan, before we get get really warm on discussion?
Yeah, advanced birthday already. But I know it's still in 2 weeks. But advance happy birthday to my sister, youngest
Oh,
sister, February 10. So there you go.
aba, of
Yeah,
course. Happy birthday to sister. What's the name, Kuya?
Sophia po.
Ayan, si Ate
Yeah.
Sofia. And now that you say advance, okay, because I don't know if it's gonna be on our, on our turn to be on the program. My niece, si Shing Aranda, December 31. So in the Philippines, since there it's gonna be ahead, right? So ayan ha, happy birthday. Wala na akong utang sa'yo. But anyway, let's talk about confidence. Kuya Stan, would you consider yourself a confident person?
Yes, but I would say I'm a very confident person because I do have trust in my skills po and my capacity, wherever
Mhm.
that may be.
Mhm. Have you always felt like that?
It took a lot of years po to build up that confidence po. I mean,
Mhm.
through many ways, and we'll dive in a little bit there po mamaya po. But it took years
Mhm.
because before I was shy and insecure about my skill set back then as well. So, um, but now that I have the experiences, the knowledge that I have now as well, I'm more confident in my skill set, in my capacity, and be able to head on with the challenges.
Yeah. So years, see, because some people say, oh, you can overcome it. Maybe just learn this and that, and you'll overcome that. But do you remember how you felt when you didn't feel confident at all? How was it, and what was stopping you from being confident during those moments?
I think that there was a time, but that it was a pivotal moment in my kind of how developing character, as per se. But the reason why I was not feeling confident is because of the judgment of others, the fear of the judgment of others, the reputation that you have, especially for us youth. And it's important that, even though there are people that will look at you, yes, subtle looks and subtle judgments, but it's important that you still have that belief in your own skill set, in your own knowledge, in your own intellectual, because back then, but I was not really that confident because of the what people might think, and the fear of just the people just be judged of you and have expectations of you as well, have
Mm-hmm.
that pressure. So I think that's during that time, that's I was not confident. So that was the thing that stopped me from being confident.
Mhm. And that's a big thing, like people's approval, people's judgment of us. And a lot of times I remember that too. I remember that feeling, Kuya Stan, because um for me, when I was growing up, I felt the same way. I didn't feel confident. I felt like I can do so many things, but I am concerned about what other people may think. But I am so how do you say that? I'd like to try so many things. I was brazen like that. No, I was a tomboy. Like I'd like to try many things because Kuya Stan, no, growing up back then, there's a certain there are rules, no, and of course expectations from boys and girls. So girls were expected to be a little more behaved, right? So if you do something that's almost always something that boys would get into, and you do that, you will hear this all the time that you're not supposed, what are you, in Tagalog, ano ka ba? Para kang lalaki, hindi ka lalaki, ganyan, right? Um, magpaka-ano, behave like a girl. So, there, we were raised very conservatively that way. So, even sports, right? While I was growing up, there's a lot of sports and activities that girls are encouraged to get into, maybe because of physical limitations as well. And of course, back then, contact sports, it's not really encouraged, right? So
Mhm.
of course, so growing up, you would think that looks interesting, but at the same time, um yeah, maybe I can't do that because I'm a girl. So that's one thing. The fact that you're a girl, you'd feel like there will be limitations that you can do. But that's a fact though, because physical, right? We're not expected to lift a lot of weights. It's an exception if you can do that. So and of course, and not only that, because well, especially now, no, this is what I've seen also on social media. There's a big focus on personal or outward appearance, right? So social media, I think, has um compounded that situation or made it worse. So you'll see that people would post things that are only perfect though in their eyes, or they'd use enhancements or filters just to make sure that their pictures, whatever it is they're
Mm-hmm.
posting, will gain more views or will be the best, so to speak, right? Because people, it's reality. I mean, we're not really confident with uh as like we're not by nature
Mm-hmm.
not confident. We don't believe that we can do it, but we can actually, like, even in case of Cresta, it took years though for him to do that. But as I see now with the children, with this generation, this is a very confident generation. I mean, just the way they express themselves,
Yes.
in thoughts, and even their opinions, and even the way that they carry themselves, they wear their clothes. This is a very confident generation. So if you are in this generation, wow. uh, we also have to thank our forefathers, or the ones before us, no, giving us this training or this opportunity to become this confident. Because my generation, Kuya Stan, layo natin eh, right? I'm what am I? I'm Gen X yata ako. Yeah, we're Gen Xers. So it's like they're saying that this where we were able to see the transition of the world though, which is a good thing, from old fashioned, less tech, etc. We were in the middle of the transition to uh, electronics, right? There's more inventions, there are more things that were created for man's convenience and all that. And that helped people to be more at ease with themselves and be more confident, right? So and even in schools, it's being encouraged. Alam mo, Kuya Star, when I was in school, um even when we're asked, I
Mm-hmm.
would say there's the limit on what we are able to say, um because that's a conservative upbringing too, no, in the Philippines. So like recently, if you'd be hearing the news or watching what's going on in current events, you'll be surprised that wow, they're able to do that, say that. I never had, growing up, we never had that confidence, but which is good now, because uh, the topic we had last time was rewriting the narrative. So that's what they're trying to do now, empowering people also to be more confident about
Mm-hmm.
themselves with what they've achieved, and which is, helping us be confident people, right? So changing the narrative, rewriting the narrative, looking at it from a different perspective. And maybe you think like, oh, I wasn't confident, I'm not a confident person, but when you rewrite the narrative, look at it differently, you'll see that, oh wow, I didn't realize this is what I was doing. I was preparing myself for this bigger thing, right? Diba? Kasi this is how just how the way life has evolved for us.
Y- yes, well, I think even also for Tita Des, the expectations has shifted as well. even back then, where I'm not sure back then, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, po. But
Okay.
there is this like expectation of, there's a specific academic excellence. There's this the institutions that you go to back
Mhm.
then, and but now in this generation, I've seen there's so many pathways for you to go for success. So, some what do you call this, but the some of the fields don't even need a college diploma anymore, just a high school diploma.
Mhm.
It depends on now your experience, or how
True.
much you work, or the even just personality.
Mhm.
Based on personality now, that's how some of the workforces are now hiring. And I see myself, like, hmm, you get a little thought where, wow, the amount of, because during the pandemic, my expectation was, okay, I need a diploma, I need this and that for that course, or I need this and that. But as I went to the pandemic, and went from one school to another, um education is still important,
Mhm.
but the amount of opportunities presented, even though you don't have a diploma, it's now abundant. It's everywhere, po. So it's
Mhm.
really interesting, po. It's really interesting to see how the world has changed the
Mhm.
last few decades.
Mhm. And you know that now that you mentioned that, like when you go for a job interview and you'll see who are the other candidates, right? It's sometimes uh, determines how your confidence level will shift, right? So maybe coming into that interview you have all the confidence, and then when you see the other candidates you're like, oh, they look better, they look like, they have better resumes than me. Or it can be like, oh, I can do this. No competition, right? And it's like that, and a lot of times people will show that, so that when you get to the interview, it's the confidence that will shine more compared to your paper, what is seen or written on paper. So even if you have the best resume, but it doesn't come out as your, the buyer, it doesn't.
I, a great example of that, actually put
Mhm.
it is my experience, po. So you know me as a as a former chef, as a culinary
Mhm.
artist, and then a cook. But I applied for a job where it was very customer service oriented, and usually there are transferable skills, but usually that doesn't
Mhm.
transfer right away, po. When
Mhm.
I remember, it's so funny, po. When I remember I showed up for the interview, and I was really confident, po, because I was the only one. It was a working interview, po. And when I felt that it was like very similar, some similar skills, and then the environment is a little bit different, but I would still be able to be confident. Um, Even though that first interview I didn't get hired, but few weeks after, the company remembered me because of the confidence, the personality that I had, and that's how I got hired. And then it was like, wow, a career change, from culinary to customer service. It's a big pivot in terms of the work career that you are in
Mhm.
right now. So
Yeah. See? Straight from Kuya Stan. Now, Kuya Stan, no, following up on that experience, how did you become confident? Right? Because you also mentioned earlier that, it took years for you to reach that level of confidence. What did you do, or how did you become confident?
I think it starts with taking care of yourself, but from your outdoor appearance, even in the inside as well. Your
Mm-hmm.
health, your physical health, and your mental health as well, and spiritual health. You need that as well, Pop, because when the physical health is not doing good, then your mental health, it's a domino effect, basically, where it starts to affect other aspects of yourself, of your character. And for me po, it took me years to realize that I have to really take care of myself. And a great
And you're still too young. You still have more years to come.
yes, po, exactly. But in the last 4 years now or 3 years since I joined the show, you can see the growth
Yes.
where you see the taking care of yourself, even as small as a detail of just how your hair looks like and how your face looks like, or how you even dress.
Mhm.
It's even important when it comes to taking care of yourself. So for those, maybe to those youth who are still finding their groove or their their place, maybe take care of yourself first. Maybe that's where you start, because well, for me, that's where I started.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
look at me now. I'm more confident and ready to take on the
Mhm.
challenges ahead of us.
And you're still very young, you're at the prime of your youth.
Yes.
Basta ganon, basta ganon. It's like there's some more experiences that you will learn, and that will help you become more confident and use that to move forward in life. Now, for us, no, especially as I'm also in my prime, okay? Like, di ba parang steak, di ba yung beef? Anyway,
I'm, I'm rare, and you're going in medium.
medium na, medium ba? But I learn from others,
Hmm.
especially when I see them go through the same process or experience that I did. So that's one way for me to learn, and for everyone as well. Now, when we looked at other people's experience, maybe we don't know them in person, just also by reading up, just being aware of what's going on in the world, we can learn from their experience. So we don't even need to undergo or to go through that experience. Just knowing, learning from that's already a big thing, right? And for us, there are so many, like right now there are so many free classes online that you can join or you can use, and some of them they give you certification, or if you want to go further, it can even turn into a career, and they are going to help you do that, because there's a lot of work right now in behavioral science, and um, especially in the mental health category, that they're really training people to help out the young ones. So if you yourself need some training probably, or learn some courses in personality development and all that, you can use all these free resources online, either um, sign up as a student, or even just watching videos online. There's just so many ways that
Hmm.
we can, through our own effort, become that confident person. Before we break, Kuya Stan, so now that you're confident, how did being confident help you? Well, you
Um,
landed that job.
yes, that's one for, and now I just like I see the world in a different perspective na po. When once you're confident now and you see these opportunities arise, you see these eventually challenges arise, but you have a different approach. You have a different perspective on how to take things on, and I'm thankful for that, because with the years that I was not confident, and now it builds up to for me being confident in my early 20s. Wow, early 20s.
What?
But it helps po. It helps me in terms of when there are certain things that I have to overcome po. Confidence is one of them. And because being confident, trusting in yourself that you can overcome it and you can achieve it, then nothing will stop me. Nothing will stop me to do anything. So that's how I look at things now. And so like when I'm for example, like if I need to learn something new, I'm confident that I will learn it. Maybe even absorb it and maybe turn it into another career. Who knows? Like there's the path is uncharted. But
Yes, and you're still very young. There's still a lot more that you can conquer, but that's a good way of looking at it. You're able to see things in a different perspective, which is true. Like with in growing up, we were called like never mind. But no confidence. Okay, in short, right? Like because if you don't do things, you're this.
mm,
That's what
yeah,
we were told back then. But no, it doesn't always have to be like that because once we learn how to believe in ourselves, especially believing in what God can do for us, right? That is going to help us see things in a different light. Now, Kuya Stan, this is the perfect time also for us to stop and listen to our verse of the week. And the
yes.
title for this lesson is making good choices in life. So let's all watch this. Yes, we're just waiting for it to load. But we have confidence that it will be played, Kuya Stan, right? Meantime, let's
Yes.
read some of the comments here. Oh, Kuya Jordan is there already. Yes, and
Aloha, Kuya
yeah, he's saying
Jordan.
aloha to you, Kuya Mario Oka, because we are all created capable. Very
Yes.
true indeed.
Wow.
Um, Kuya Efren Brinas, greeting everybody all over the world. Keep safe. At si Ate Priscilla Batan, tingnan mo, nakikipuyat din sa atin.
Opo, hello
Hello
po.
to all. Yes, watching from Rizal. Keep safe and healthy. Happy viewing from Rizal. And I saw another birthday greeting.
Yes po, from ka-friend din po. And he's saying po, happy birthday to their second head deacon in their local congregation po, Kalari Ramos po. They're in local congregation of Eagle Rock, district of
Ooh,
LA County. So there you
yun.
go.
And then Kuya Rod said for confidence optimism, it's an acronym for continuous optimism. Now, fielding insightful determination, enduring and never failing, choosing
Wow.
eagerness, our positivity to internalize matters in situations marvelously. I couldn't
Wow.
add anything more to that. And I think we're ready. Let's listen and watch this verse of the week. At hindi pa rin ready. So anyway, tuloy lang na muna natin. Sige,
Yes.
okay, Kuya Pong, while he's fixing that, and we have to thank Kuya Pong for being with us today, helping us out in the broadcast.
Yay.
Yeah, just let us know when it's ready. Kuya Stan, so our topic is confidence and optimism, right? And don't
Mhm.
worry, Ate Care, your song is already lined up. We'll just play 3 in a row. Later on, one of that is your requested song. So earlier we talked about confidence, like believing in yourself, believing in your own strengths and abilities. So let's talk about optimism. But how do you define, or what do you understand, or what does the generation today understand about optimism?
For me, how I define optimism is finding the silver lining or the happiness in every situation. You
Oh,
know,
silver lining. I got silver.
right?
Oh,
And
ganon.
it could be unique definition to every person,
Mhm.
how they define optimism. But for me, it's always finding the happiness in every situation, even though there are some situations where you may be sad, but there's still happiness in there. A little droplet of happiness in there. Just need to find that and reflect on that.
Yes. And Kuya Stan, the lesson, those who haven't attended worship service,
Oh, it's a
correct,
good
right?
lesson.
It's a Thursday. I hope you get the chance,
It's a good lesson.
attend tonight, and those who are not yet members of the Church of Christ, so you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you can find the time also, no, find the way to attend a worship service, because one that's also one of the highlights of the lessons, right?
Yes,
Like
po.
it's okay, kuya. The highlight of the lesson that we received, no. So
Yes, po.
like how we're just like gold is purified. You go through test, and
Mhm.
here's the thing about optimism. A lot of times this is displayed during calamities. In the Philippines, especially, uh, in the last couple of years, the Philippines experienced like back-to-back calamities, like
Ye
two in a
yes.
row, kind of typhoon, right? And then there'll be like international help coming in, right? So there'll be relief operations that's undertaken by many organizations from different parts of the world. And one of the things that they always make one of the things that they always point out is the Filipino optimism. So you'd see them struggling, you'd see them barely hanging in there, but they're smiling. They're singing, they're laughing. And sometimes, uh this foreigners, they'd be it's not just curious, they're they can't believe it, that how can people be still this positive when they barely made it out alive in that calamity. But that's just how it is, no, being positive and
Mhm.
looking at it at a point of view where it's not going to be forever. It's a thing that you will experience now, but it doesn't have to be. No, I mean it's already happened. I can't control that. That's happened, and something might even go worse. But what I can control is how I react to it, and which is a better way of looking at it. Now, do you agree though that confidence and optimism should go hand in hand, and in what ways, Kuya Stan?
Oh, I totally agree. Confidence and optimism go hand in hand because, again, a great example of that is, for example, you're going through a working career, and let's say you do have the confidence that you have the confidence of, you'll be able to be hired, and and then eventually the tables have turned. You didn't get hired, and there's that rejection, but you still have that optimism. Maybe in how you react to that is maybe maybe it's not for me. Maybe I have another plan, and there's another plan for me to find another work. It's about again, with the optimism side, it's how you exactly how you said it, how you react and what are the steps that you're gonna take after. So it goes hand in hand, especially it applies to many things, not only on work, but it also go to school, right? Again, if you really want to go to this university or this college, but you didn't get accepted, maybe try again. Maybe it's not the school that really is for you. Maybe another school. We'll try
Mm.
another school, and then keep trying. And there's always hope in optimism, and there's always hope in trying as well. So yes, I totally agree, po, that
Yeah.
confidence and optimism go hand in hand.
Yeah, we're always told this, no, the imagery or the concept of a turning wheel,
Yes,
right? That's why it's circle, and the way that it moves is, it's in constant motion for you to get to one place to another.
yes,
So,
po.
ganun lang yun. And when you look at the wheel, one part is not always at the bottom because, it's a cycle. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're
What is
down,
your now?
like the wheels of the bus, right? But that's just the thing. So you will be in that spot if you're a wheel or whatever it is in life. No, you will be at that spot if you're not in motion. So if we feel like we're stuck, right? we're losing confidence in our abilities. And sometimes it happens, right? It happens that we don't always see, or we don't feel encouraged immediately. Sometimes it's hard to just stand up or rise up from a fall. I know it's easier said than done, but a lot of times with other factors coming in, and it's not a question of faith, it's just so many circumstances are in play, it's going to be a struggle to rise up. But when we do have that confidence or the belief in ourselves, and we have the optimism, we have the positivity in life, that eventually we will rise up, we will be standing, and eventually we will be walking, and eventually we will be running, then we will get to our destination. And the thing with, failures in life, and uh even sadness, that's one of the things that was mentioned, right, in the lesson, no? uh it's, you can find joy in it, right? Because in those moments where you feel like you're very sad, you're at the bottom of not just the emotions, you're feeling like nothing's going right in your life, that's when we feel closest to God. And then that's yung sabi nga naglalambing ang ama, which is like, should be the reverse, right? We should be the one naglalambing sa ama dapat ganun no? But that's the moment, the perfect opportunity for us to reach out to God and ask for His guidance. Kumustahin ko lang si Kuya Pong. Kuya Pong, kumusta ka po?
We have confidence in our Kuya
We,
Pong.
yes, we have confidence. We are very positive that you are able to
Yes.
do that. But let us know. Meantime, let's read some comments, Kuya Stan. We're just having trouble with the player po. So you're gonna be hearing a lot of us our banter. But yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right. Kuya Stan, you wanna do the honors for the verse of the week?
Of
Wanna
course.
intro?
And with the confidence and optimism, we are making good choices in life. And that is the lesson that we will hear in our verse of the week. So let us listen to this. Kuya Tech.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brother Donald Pinnock. With social media, it is so easy to get caught up and feel pressured to do something that we ought not to. But what should we keep in mind to stay true to our values, even when everyone else is telling us to do the exact opposite? As God's chosen ones, we should not allow our ego or ourselves to be so indulged in this world by following behavior or trends we see on social media just to fit in with the general crowd. Let us not buckle under peer pressure, regardless of how intense or enticing it may be. Because if we allow ourselves to be so consumed with what others are doing, even when it violates the laws of God, we put our salvation at risk come the day of judgment. What is the proof of this? Well, let's read here in our verse of the week, 1 Peter 2:11. This world is not your home, so don't make yourself cozy in it. Don't indulge your ego at the expense of your soul. May our strength of character, our love for God, and our determination to not lose our hope of salvation help us as God's people to make wise choices in life. Dear friends, we also want you to have the opportunity of receiving this great blessing of salvation from the Lord our God. So visit incmedia.org and find out more about the Church of Christ. This is our verse of the week. Stay safe, stay strong. God bless.
And that's our verse of the week, making good choices. And hopefully we all remember that. Now we'll have 3 in a row. We'll play our music. 3 music, right? Back to back to back. One is the Ate Care's requested song, For You Only. And then we'll play What If and Let's Not Worry. Stay there. Be confident. Faith and Melody will be right back.
gift you gave me. My lips will sing your praise all day long. I remain your faithful child. Through trouble, I'll stand my ground. You'll find me here, devoted and true, giving gifts of praises to you. Every day I hear the music in my heart. You lighten my way with the words that strengthen my faith. I know that I am blessed with your joy and happiness. You give me hope when you let me know someday I'll meet you there in my true home. Though there are times that I may fall, you always forgive me. Though there is darkness all around, you bless me with peace. When I am weak, you make me strong. You see me through it all. I promise you this, for as long as I live, I will serve you devotedly. Oh, every day I hear the music in my heart. You lighten my way, strengthen my faith. I know that I am blessed. Oh, with your joy and happiness, you give me hope and you let me know someday I'll meet you there in my true home. You give me hope when you let me know someday I'll meet you there, oh, in my true home.
Maybe next time I would always say I stood you up, I turned you down. You could have stopped inviting me. I always think what could have been if you gave up so easily would have never found the true church of Christ. What if you quit on me when I said no the first time? What if you moved on and never asked me again? Thank God for you, my friend, for not giving up on me because of your unselfish ways. I'm reconnected now with God. He showed mercy on my soul. The sure hope of salvation I found in the church of Christ. Hit the low, thought it was all I needed. I've been serving God the way I wanted, didn't want to hear that I had to change. Many practices I used to do
refused to live my life anew till I heard the truth. It opened my eyes. What if you quit on me when I said no the first time? What if you moved on and never asked me again? Thank God for you, my friend, for not giving up on me. Because of your unselfish ways, I'm reconnected now with God. He showed mercy on my soul, the sure hope of salvation I found in the Church of Christ.
You just heard 3 songs. One was the requested song by Ate Care, For You Only, and then we played What If and Let's Not Worry. I love that one, the last one, Let's Not Worry. It's so upbeat, sang by the young ones, right? And it makes just feel so hopeful. I this what that's the best combination that you can have, right, from a song. And before we continue with our discussion, we just like to encourage everybody, and if you haven't yet, sorry, my tongue is not awake yet. It's still sleeping. But if you haven't yet, please do check out INC News and Updates YouTube channel and watch the latest story about our brethren there in Africa. So the title is Ang Pagbabalik sa Lesotho. That's how they're it's pronounced, Lesotho. So the program is Paninindigan. So if you haven't yet seen that one, I don't think I can share the link here on YouTube, right? Just go to YouTube, INC News and Updates, and that's the latest video that they have there. The title of the program is Paninindigan, and you'll be amazed by God's power of how the growth of the Church of Christ there has led to more people being called into the church, and we have more ministers coming from that region as well. And you'll see also a lot of familiar faces there. Ka Andre Silva is there as well. Ka Monteville Boy, our INC Media Productions section chief, of course, no, that's he narrated the story, and he anchored that one. So be inspired, and please like, share that story. And I am always in awe of our brethren there in Africa, in South Africa. It's like every time I see them, they're so positive. If you're looking for inspiration on optimism, you can just look at our brethren there in South Africa. You'll see the stark uh, contrast of our lives compared to theirs, and vice versa. But you will feel that in their music as well whenever they sing. And I just so love that energy. And of course, I love the patterns, their clothes. I just, hopefully one day, right, Questan, we can let's go to South Africa.
Yes.
Yes, and in line with Ate Care's vision of having a mobile broadcast, right, all around the world. Ate Care, come on, let's go to South Africa. Maybe have one of our broadcasts there. Right. Yes. That would be something to look forward to. But anyway, before we continue with the discussion, before the break, Ate Melvi actually posted some of the comments. If you can kindly read that, Kestan, if you're able to see it.
Yes, po. And from our earlier discussion, po, and Ati Melvi said, yes, they are linked because when someone is confident with their abilities in facing any situation in life, they are optimistic about it no matter what happens. And she continued, with God by our side, we can confidently say that in all that we do, we need to put our trust in Him and remain optimistic about what He can do for us. Wow.
Yes. Thank you for that, Ate Melvi. And, linking that with the story of our brethren in South Africa. Sometimes you don't even have to put the words, just watch it, feel it, and you will be inspired as well. It's like, if they can do it, what am I doing, right? I can do it too. So that inspiration is in itself a big influence for all of us to maybe like rethink, reflect on our lives, and shift maybe our focus and just keep going forward. Hello also to Ate Myrtle. Hello, Ate Myrtle. Good
Hi
morning to you
po.
there. All right, so we're talking about optimism, right, Kuya Stan? And yes, they
Yes.
do go hand in hand. When you have that belief in yourself and you have that positivity, that whatever it is, whatever it even if you're undergoing or you underwent the worst of situations, when you have both confidence and optimism, you're able to overcome that situation. Just like people who had to go through therapy, and, physical therapy. Like we've seen really gnarly injuries, right? Maybe like a sporting injury or from accidents and all that. And even the doctors would say, I'm sorry, but I don't think you'll ever walk ever again, right? they they would say something like that, but then you'll see how things turned around for them. The patient, the person, through physical therapy, through the help of technology, of people around him, but by his own conviction, his confidence and optimism, proved to the doctor that, you said I can't walk again. You know what? I'm not just going to prove you wrong. I'm going to play again this sport. I'm going to do the same things I've been doing before and even more. Right? And there's just so many stories like that, Kuya Stan, and you'll be surprised at, for some people, you will not even see any indication that they went through such worst situations in their lives because of their accomplishment. And that's one thing that we surely can learn a lot of things from. Let's just play one song. Kuya Rod has a request. We will play that for you right now, Kuya Rod. So if you're ready, Kuya Pong will play for you our love for the church administration, and that is our heartbeats.
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Not once did the hurricanes, the floods, hinder any of your aims to travel day and night to distant countries to embrace my brothers and to embrace my sisters, whose faith you strengthen and inspire. Not once did we feel alone in our journey. The administration tirelessly guiding our lives amidst great sufferings to continue steadfast in our sacred calling. Oh, you love and think of us day by day, and we pray for you with hope, love, and faith. We ask the Father to continue to watch over and care for you. We ask the Father as you do for us, and we say with all our heart, we love you. 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 Not once have we forgotten you in our prayers, for you brave the world's infinite danger. To visit and see our beaming joyous faces, leading us closer to our Lord God in our race. Oh, you love and think of us day by day, and we pray for you with hope, love, and faith. We ask the Father to continue to watch over and care for you. We ask the Father as you do for us, and we say with all our heart, we love you. 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 Yes, 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 we love you. We love you.
And that's our heartbeats, your favorite song. like that song of our faith as well, right? Our love for the church administration as requested by Kuya Rod. We still have time. So if you have any more song requests, go please and post that on our sorry, my tongue is really like I've been having coffee and I have all these things here, but it's like, it happens. But go please post that on our YouTube live chat. We'll find a way to play that today. If not, Faith and Melody goes Mondays to Thursdays on our end from 8 a.m. Pacific time, Philippine time, Tuesday to Friday, 12 midnight. So hopefully do catch us also on the rerun, and that's on terrestrial radio in the Philippines. 10 p.m. to 12 midnight Sunday night. Philippine time po yan at nasa streaming din tayo. So, Kuya Mario Oka, si Ate Priscilla Batan, sina ka Tita G, kung gising pa po kayo ng linggo ng gabi, samahan niyo po kami. Yan. Hindi na live, rerun po, pero at least naririnig tayo sa Pilipinas. And of course, Kuya Efren Brinas, hello po sa inyo, and is also saying, or saying a special shout out to the resident minister, Brother Jem Cordova. Happy viewing po. And yes, eto na si Ate Zenny. At eto na, humahataw na siya sa kanyang acronym for Optimism. Outstanding performance that INC members in South Africa marvelously 10th anniversary.
Yes.
Wow! Ang
Wow.
naipasok. Ang hirap mag-isip ng ganyan. But Ate Zenny, we applaud you. That's hard. That's hard. But, po, naipasok niya agad. All right. We'll ask one question and then we'll play two songs, right?
Mhm.
Because Kuya Stano, we mentioned this earlier, and this is also one of the things that was highlighted in the lesson for this week. I'm sure those who haven't attended, you're very excited now, right? But it's like it's how we see failures in life, right? Like
Mm.
how our faith is tested. Now, it's part of the process. Being sad is already part of our lives. But Kuya Stan, you're still very young. I know you have experienced your ups and downs as well. But how do you handle failures?
For me po, how I handle failures is that I reflect the value lessons in that, and always remember progress is never perfect. It's like a roller coaster. You go down, you go up. Sometimes it goes sideways. Some things go sideways. So um, always just be in the presence of the moment. I know it's hard to the rejection, the failure, feel defeated at times, but always remember it's always part of the journey. It's part of the process. It will always be better from there. It'll always be better from that point. And again, with that, it actually goes inside with your confidence and your optimism. From failure, you use that as a foundation. So for me, failure is you can translate that into foundation, because that's where you learn those things so that you can move up. You can like ascend in your, maybe in your career, in your education. There are many more aspects that I could mention, but that's how you pivot, and that's how as they say, kind of um, reach at the top of the mountain. It's a long hike, but you'll be there eventually.
Kuya Stan, so you mentioned roller coaster. You know how there are many different variations of roller coaster.
Yes.
There's for ones for the kids as well, right? And then there's the easy ones, and then the middle, which is a little more exciting, and then the extreme
Yeah.
ones, right? The extreme ones. So there are roller coasters where you're just, the highs and lows are very short and narrow, quick,
Yes, po.
right? and then the most extreme ones will give you twists and turns and goes back and forth, and it will stop. You think that that's the end, and then it goes, to surprise you, it suddenly moves very fast, right,
Yes
and
po.
at great speed. And that's just how life is, right? So when you even if you know that in a roller coaster this will have its features, you really don't know exactly when. Even if you think you've ridden that, ridden, yeah, you rode that roller coaster many times, and you already you'd say, I'm familiar, I know, 2 seconds and we do the big drop and all that. But it's the feeling that your reaction sometimes will vary, and that's just how life is, no? So it may be, in terms of roller coasters, there are roller coasters where you're just sitting, right, with the, comfortably. And then have you tried the roller coaster standing up? I think there's the roller coasters
Yes.
where you're sitting and your legs are
Oh
dangling, right?
my.
Oh, okay. Make sure you don't wear slippers, and I don't think they'll let you go on that ride if you're wearing slippers, and nothing like glasses, hats, and whatever. And for me, my most adventurous roller coaster experience was the one standing up. Because it's like the only thing that you have is it's like a bicycle seat, right? And then you have the harness and all. So and then the next one for me, which was exciting, was your legs are dangling, and they will try to, you'll feel like you're gonna get drowned because it's gonna go over like a body of water. And some people who know that ride already, they try to reach the water to get their feet wet. But not anyway. So all I'm saying is it's just like life, right? Especially when we're not into that kind of an adventure, we don't go on the extreme right away, because it's,
Yes.
if we have a choice, right? It's like, oh, it's my first time to ride, or somebody has fear of heights or fear of fast moving uh, locomotive or anything, right, a machine or whatever. We wouldn't dare them or let them try the hardest one right away. We'll tell them, oh, try this one first. We're being good friends here. And so we tell you, okay, try this one first. If it's okay, then you go on to the next one, right? Now for some people, they would just jump into the most extreme right away. And there is where sometimes the not disappointment, but that they get discouraged, like, I don't want to do that again. It's so hard. It's so scary. So for people, too soon, right away without preparation, and they fail, they'll be disappointed, and that's it for them. It's like,
Yes.
I've done it, done. Right now, but in life, as you said earlier, it's a process. It's a growth process. So what does it do to us when we go through that? Just like um gold being, purified when it goes through high heat, right?
You.
Purified like gold, right? It makes us stronger, better, purer. Our faith, when tested, it becomes pure, right? And when we go through failures in life, that gives us another chance. Not just to do it again, but probably do it even better. Now, Kuya Pong, we have another song request, and I think we have it ready, right? This one's from Ate Myrtle. Kuya Pong po, strongest version with you. Let's see if we can play that right away. Ate Myrtle, this one's for you. Strongest version with you. And that's another heartbeats. I wish I can sing it, but I can't. Kuya Pong, okay, Kuya Pong, when you're ready po, let ayun, opo,
Ayan.
malapit na. Itutuloy na natin. So probably what we can do is let's keep going with the discussion. Let's play all the songs later on. So now part of the process, failure, being sad, that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you're not in there for long. We are allowed by God to go through this process, because some people might say, I thought God loves me, but why did he allow me to suffer, right? But that's his way of testing us, and that's also our way, our opportunity to reach out to God. God is just waiting for us to reach out to him. Now okay, we're positive, we have confidence, we're very optimistic, and that's what fuels us, that what drives us to try again even if we fail. But then, kuya Stan, do you think it's okay though to give up?
No, I am a firm no. Don't
Yes.
do not give up, because that means, because here's my thought. Here's how I think. Because every time, every step that we take, every choices that we make, we have our God on our side. If you give up, that means you give up on God, and that's not good. Right? And um that's a big no-no for me. And because I always entrust everything to our Almighty God. And there's that campaign before of the church
Mhm.
administration: believe in, trust in, and rely on what God can do. So even the give up, just like what our executive minister always reminds us, we should remove the impossible in our dictionary. Even giving up, we should remove that in our dictionary too, in our vocabulary, because everything is possible with our Almighty God. So for me, no, I do not give up, because it's not a viable option, because
Yeah.
that's how we are created, and how we are being able to be capable in overcoming these challenges. So do not give up. Just stay in there, hang in there, because we're in this together as a family, like here on Faith and Melody.
And if you need help, we're here. And the Bible said we have to endure. That's
Yes.
what we are being told. Endure, not give up, especially in doing good things.
Yes, Bob.
And now Ate Myrtle's song is ready. We'll just play this heartbeats, especially dedicated to Ate Myrtle. Strongest version with you.
Your requested song. Our favorites. Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
The time will come and you will see the scars from the past will be history. All the tears you cried in misery soon will be gone from your memory. Even if you face these fears and drudgery, and no matter how hard it might be, just overcome the obstacles that you see. Be tougher to stand up and reach the victory. Whoa, 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 whoa. Though others search for a reason to heal and survive, I'm stronger to face all my fears I won't hide. I'm thankful to God for everything He did, the blessings that push me to do my best to live. Things have all been taught to us so that we would have true peace. In the world you will have tribulations, but take heart, we will overcome the world, the world, the world.
impossible with God.
Beautiful, beautiful song. And thank you, Ate Myrtle Ann, for requesting that because that's exactly what we're trying to say here as well. Right. In relation to that song, let me just ask this question before we wrap up the discussion. So we're talking about handling failures, right? Now, what should we do? Should we give up or not? The Bible says, and we are being taught, do not give up. We have to endure, especially we have to keep doing things that are good, right? Now, there are things also that let's be realistic. There are things that um we have to refocus. Okay, not give up, maybe redirect. And that's what also what the song says. But when is it not when is it okay, so to speak, to somehow give up, right? Now, a lot of the coaches will tell you this: when your goal is not realistic. Like they say, oh, okay, what is your goal? I want to earn 1 million in 24 hours.
Uh,
Okay. I don't know. That's not realistic. So no, uh, try something else. Give up on that because if you're focusing too much, all of your energy to doing that and achieving that, and that's all you're trying to do, and it's not working, maybe that's not the right thing to do. So yeah, stop, pivot. Do something else. And along also the same lines, when the losses are greater than return. So if you put a lot of effort on something and it's going to nothing at all, maybe out of the goodness of your heart we wanted to do it, but then if you're waiting for results and somehow um you put a lot of money in it, right? So there are experts that you can consult so that you can maximize the return. So maybe just again, maybe the term is giving up or just redirect, right? And of course, when the risk is not worth it. So we are always guided by the words of our Almighty God, especially when we're being reminded during the worship services and the reminders by the church administration. Um, we are given this doctrines and guidelines so that we can prepare ourselves for what's forthcoming, and that's what we're all hoping for, our salvation as members of the Church of Christ. Now, for those who are non-members, they might think that, oh, that's too far-fetched for me. I just want to be good in my work. I just want to get the best grades in my life. So still, the thing is, be guided by what's right and what's wrong. Now, going back to the song, strongest version with you. You know what it says there? If you can't run, walk, and what's the other one? It's
if you can if you
if you
can
can sing.
sing, talk.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. There's something that you can do. And that's what confidence and optimism can do for you. There's just so many things that we have right in front of us that we should not take for granted. Let's use them and be able not just to help ourselves, but to help others. So Kuya Stan, what are your final thoughts on our topic for today? And we can begin wrapping up. You can also maybe let's start with reading some of the comments first before you wrap up.
Actually, we can mention put the top comment as of
Oh,
as
sure,
of now.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you can ask our kuyas if we have our top
I was
comment.
gonna do that, but let's do that. Top comment, Kuya
Yeah.
Ong. Oh, yeah.
Um,
All
top
right.
comment.
Our top comment, Kuya Stan. What did you choose? Which
For
was
me is from Ati Myrtle, and she said, "Failure is part of life's lesson. The positive side is that you tried in the first place and came out stronger for it, especially if you rely on God and His guidance."
You know what? I had the same thing, and also I have so many other choices, but this last ones that were
Yes.
given, these are top comments. I have to start with Ate Melvi Tamayo. She said, "Sometimes we have to give up something when it's already compromising our values or principles in life."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we always remind everybody, right? As we have to obey. That's all I can say. No further explanation. Obey. All right. Now, and Kuya Rod, habol, yeah. I mean, he said a lot of good things. He did all the awesome, very smart, very clever acronyms. But he said, run when you can, walk if you have to, crawl if you must, just never
Wow.
give up. Woohoo! Thank you, Kuya Rod. And now, yes, there you go, Kuya Stan. Your final words on the topic.
Just how the Ohana is echoing it. Do not give up. I know it. Life is gonna be hard and will be hard. Just be there and always BTR, break the record, but
Mhm.
also believe in, trust in,
Yes.
and rely on what God can do, because that's all what we can do. Really trust everything onto Him, because everything that that you want or you need, He will give it to us. So stay there. Don't excel where you can. As Queer Rod said, run when you can, walk if you have to, or crawl if you must. But don't give up. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. And if you need support too, reach out to your family, to your friends, and even to your loved ones, because they're there to love you, to care for you, and have that concern for you. The good concern.
Yes. And God is always there for us. Right. Remember that. That's all we
Yes.
need to do, reach out to him even at our lowest points when we don't feel we have the capacity to do things and we can't look past our failures. We can pray for that as well. We can even have devotional prayers just for that, for us, for God to help us redirect our focus and go past or look beyond our own limitations. We hope that you enjoyed our discussion today, and we hope to see you again next week on the program, Faith and Melody. And before we end, we'd like to thank first of all, the church administration from Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister. Also, thank you to our CEBSI president and CEO, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. Thank you as well to Ka Montreville Boy, our INC Media Productions section chief, INC Radio station manager, Brother Wally Taray. Aloha as well to Ka Sam Stopito, the program manager, Ka Edwin Asibuke, the overseeing minister, and Kuya Pong, our pilot of the airwaves for today, helping us out on
Woo!
the tech side. Kuya Stanley, thank you very much for being here
Yeah.
today. And every one of you, please do give yourselves a big round of applause. You've reached this stage in your life because you have that confidence in yourself and confidence in God. And whatever it is that you're going through right now, we're praying with you as well. We're praying for you that you'll be able to overcome that. So everybody, please do take care. The next program is INC and the Bible. Just tune in and you will hear that. And of course, we'll close with two songs. Let's do that. Let's close with two songs. I put my hope in God, and the other one is my strength and confidence. Let's do that, Kuya Pong. Two songs back to back. I put my hope in God and my strength and confidence. Aloha, mahalo, ahui ho. Take care, everybody. Be safe out there. Stay warm.
I put my hope in God and the graces that He gives. I put my hope in God and all His blessed promises. When the time has come, when He sends His Son, I will receive the grace that's meant for me. works as long as I live here on earth. In my heart, God takes first place, and that's where He will always stay. For with my God, I am assured that with His help I can endure. And even though I'm young in age, I still am strengthened in my faith. For the executive minister loves and guides every member of the Church of Christ. I put my hope in God and the graces that He gives. I put my hope in God and all His blessed promises. When the time has come, when He sends His Son, I will receive the grace that's meant for me. I always pray, hopeful for God's blessed grace. And even if life gets tough, we'll trust in God and never give up. The church administration is my God to navigate and handle life. So all the lessons they have taught, I will use in serving God. My hope I place in the grace to come, which God will grant to His chosen ones. So that on the return of Christ our Lord, I will receive the great reward. I put my hope in God and the graces that He gives. I put my hope in God and all His blessed promises. When the time has come, when He sends His Son, I will receive the grace that's meant for me.
So prepare your minds for service. With complete self-control, put all your hope in the grace that will be yours when Jesus Christ comes. 1 Peter 1:13, easy to read Bible.
I know that life can be frightening. Unrest is everywhere. People are fighting. The ground shakes violently. Storms pound relentlessly. So many unusual things are happening. In a world that can be scary, my feet move forward sure and steady. Because the Lord my God is ahead of me. He marches with me and takes care of me. So in the face of pain, in the grip of fear, I believe in His words that I hear. Because I trust in all His promises. I rely on Him, my strength and confidence. I'm buried in problems, stuck in confusion. But God rescues me and gives me His solutions. When I'm in danger and my life's in the balance, He protects me with His powerful arm at once. In a world that can be scary, my feet will forward sure and steady. Because the Lord my God is ahead of me. He marches with me and takes care of me. So in the face of pain, in the grip of fear, I believe in His words that I hear. Because I trust in all His promises. I rely on Him, my strength and confidence. It's a done deal, oh yeah. The best is yet to happen. My God assures me, so I'll fight bravely. I won't give up, follow in the face of pain, in the grip of fear. I'll believe in His words that I hear because I trust in all His promises. I rely on Him, my strength and confidence.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.